nationals now required to have visas to enter the UK. GSC highlights regular citizens to pay outstanding TNTech balances, but not state agencies. And as we continue to celebrate women, THA Minority Councillor talks about her role model. Good evening, I'm Patricia Nicholson-Richards. Welcome to the Tobago Updates Television News for Wednesday, 12th March 2025. To our top story this evening. As of today, nationals of Trinidad and Tobago will be required to present visas upon entering the United Kingdom. This came after a surge in TNT nationals have been claiming asylum, which was deemed as a misuse of the immigration policy. Earlier today, British High Commissioner, His Excellency John Dean, relayed the information through a video posted on the official Instagram account UK in Caribbean. Reporter Joshua Dan has details.
The UK government noted that many Trinidad and Tobago nationals have been travelling to the country as visitors only to then seek asylum. According to an official press release by the UK government, this is a misuse of the immigration system. As such, a visa requirement has been introduced, as explained by British High Commissioner to Trinidad and Tobago, His Excellency John Dean.
This means that all Trinidad and Tobago nationals must obtain a visa before travelling to the UK for all visits. Trinidad and Tobago nationals will no longer be eligible to travel under the Electronic Travel Authorisation Scheme.
According to the High Commissioner, nationals planning to travel to the UK will have a 6-week grace period before the new visa requirement takes effect.
And those planning to transit through the UK will now need a direct airside transit visa. In any country, including the UK, security, including border security, has to be our priority.
The 6-week transition period will remain in effect until April 23, 2025. During this time, visitors who booked their travel and obtained an ETA before the changes can still enter the United Kingdom without visas.
There will be a short transition period until 23rd of April 2025 for visitors who already have confirmed travel booking and an electronic travel authorization.
The High Commissioner assured Trinidad and Tobago nationals that the government of the United Kingdom and Trinidad and Tobago still remain friendly diplomatic relations. Joshua Dan, Tobago Updates Television News.
Meanwhile, Foreign and CARICOM Affairs Minister Dr. Amory Brown has voiced his disappointment on behalf of the Trinidad and Tobago government regarding the United Kingdom's sudden decision to impose visa requirements for all Trinidad and Tobago nationals. In a statement earlier this morning, the British High Commissioner in Port of Spain announced that effective immediately, all Trinidad and Tobago nationals must obtain a visa before visiting the UK, including for short stays. Dr. Brown criticized the UK's justification, which cited a misuse of its immigration system. He stated that this claim contradicts previous information provided by UK authorities. He noted that while the UK has the sovereign right to impose such measures, the response appears disproportionate. According to Dr. Brown, the UK had previously indicated that only a relatively small number of Trinidad and Tobago nationals were misusing the system by applying for an ETA and later seeking asylum upon arrival. He further emphasized that the Trinidad and Tobago government will continue diplomatic engagements with the UK and monitor the situation. Quote, "We do not believe that regular travelers to the UK should face negative consequences due to the actions of a small group misusing the system." End quote. To some other news now, a Joint Select Committee of Parliament has highlighted concerns that TNTech may treat regular customers unfairly while government agencies receive special concessions. The issue came to light during an inquiry today where the Regulated Industries Commission, or RIC, was questioned on the effectiveness and efficiency of public utilities in Trinidad and Tobago. It was revealed that despite owing TNTech over $2 billion, state agencies are not subjected to disconnections in the same way as regular customers. Candice Jackson tells us more.
State agencies owe TNTech over $2 billion in arrears. However, they do not appear to be subject to disconnections. When questioned, Permanent Secretary in the Ministry of Public Utilities, Nicolette Duke, denied the existence of special policies for dealing with delinquent state agencies.
I am not aware that there is a policy in place generally, just like with the citizenry. When you get a bill from one of these agencies, there's the same markings down below about the period within which the bill ought to be paid.
Duke explained that as arrears accumulate, state agencies are contacted and urged to make efforts to clear their debts. However, as MP Jayanti Lakshmidiyal pointed out, regular customers do not appear to receive the same leniency.
You know, the average citizen doesn't get a letter, the average citizen doesn't get a phone call, the average citizen doesn't get a meeting. What they get is somebody showing up in front of their house and disconnecting their power. It doesn't matter who they are, where they are, and it has nothing to do actually with the amount, which is something I learned, people complaining to me that they actually owe. It's just the time that they owe.
RIC Deputy Executive Director Carol Balkaran noted that concessions are available for customers who cannot pay on time.
To avoid disconnection, any customer can request an installment plan to pay off their debt. And they must agree to the installment plan or other payment plan options with TNTech.
However, members of the GSC argued that this information is not widely known, as it is the first time they had heard about it. A recommendation was made to increase public awareness of this provision. Meanwhile, the GSC questioned why state agencies have been allowed to accumulate arrears exceeding $2 billion. Is it due to insufficient budgetary allocations or delays in releasing funds? The Public Utilities Permanent Secretary could not say.
At the beginning of the fiscal year, we engage with the agencies directly and we encourage them, okay, you have been given X amount of dollars, you are owing Y as at a certain date. Please contact TNTech, WASA, whoever.
Beyond that, she could not say what additional measures are in place to enforce payment. Meanwhile, as increased electricity rates await cabinet approval, GSC Chairman Sinati Maharaj cautioned that it is in the public interest to make a greater effort to settle the debt owed by state agencies.
And whether the public is being asked to take a rate, will be asked to accept an increased rate to cover the debt that the government is not paying. In which case, that is problematic. So
the RIC assured that electricity rates increases are set to match future overhead costs, not to recover outstanding debts. Candice Jackson, Tobago Updates, Television News.
We'll take a short break and come back with more. Stay tuned.
Tobago, let your voices be heard. The Tobago Special Needs School Committee is inviting you to a series of public consultations on Monday, March 17th, 2025 at the Signal Hill Secondary School and Wednesday, March 19th, 2025 at the Goodwood Secondary School from 5 p.m. to 8 p.m. Come and dialogue with us as we aim to build a brighter future for Tobago's special needs community. For further details, follow the Facebook page of the Division of Education, Research and Technology.
Tobago Glass Supplies has been a leading name for over 37 years in the glass and aluminum market in Tobago. We provide an extensive range of high-quality, innovative aluminum and glass products for commercial and residential use. Competitive prices with superior and professional services by committed employees who are guided by rigid quality standards. Tobago Glass Supplies specializes in the manufacture and installation of glass and aluminum products that are essential to today's homeowners and the business environment. We are engaged in marketing, sales, and installation of a variety of products. These ranges from windows and doors to necessities such as mirrors for homes and vehicles, designed and manufactured in-house or imported.
The Tobago Rhythm and Soul Festival. Feel the beat. Embrace the calm. On Easter Weekend 2025, Tobago is the place to be. From April 17th to 20th, the rhythm, the soul of Tobago. On Thursday, April 17th, get ready for a worship experience at the Shore Park Complex with Melodies from Heaven. Melodies from Heaven. Then on Saturday, 19th April, immerse yourself in the sun, sea, and sand at the Buku Seafood and Jazz Festival, featuring legends of R&B. On Sunday, 20th April, we bring the curtains down at Parade Grounds, Dwight York Stadium for Fusion. Get your tickets on islandetickets.com now or visit TobagoFestivalsCommission.com for more info. Tobago Rhythm and Soul Festival 2025. Feel the beat. Embrace the calm.
When the game is on, you don't want to miss the best moments. With AMPLIA TV, you can enjoy our ultimate sports package and watch your favorite games on the go. Stay connected and informed with sports news, scores, and stats with AMPLIA's fastest internet speeds. Up to 1 gigabyte fiber internet, you can stream riveting football action, cricket, NBA games, and much more. With AMPLIA, it's game on. Visit amplia.co.tt or call 800-4663. AMPLIA. Do more, live more.
Welcome back. On March 8th, the world observed International Women's Day, recognizing the contributions of women and girls globally, while highlighting their achievements and the challenges they face. During the Minority Report last evening, Minority Councillor Petalan Benoit reflected on her experiences as a woman juggling multiple roles in the political arena. Jo Shaldan tells us more.
Minority Councillor Petalan Benoit said her role model is her mother. She credits her resilience and perseverance as a source of motivation, recalling how she overcame challenges with strength and determination.
My mom is a great inspiration to me. Her dedication, her commitment. I thank her for all that she has done, helping me to become the individual that I am, and it has shaped me.
She emphasized the importance of finding balance while juggling multiple roles as a woman. Additionally, she highlighted the necessity of saying no, especially during overwhelming moments, despite how difficult it may be.
Cutting out or finding time to do the different things sometimes become challenging, but it's all about scheduling. So you have to find a way to schedule, and even in terms of your own health and lifestyle.
She noted that while her professions as an accountant and a politician may differ, they are both rooted in service, a value she believes is essential in politics.
For me, it's about service, it's about, giving back, it's about sharing, it's about assisting in whatever way that you can, and being that advocate, being that voice for the voiceless, and supporting wherever you can.
Jo Shaldan, Tobago Updates Television News.
Well, the High Court has ruled against the Tobago House of Assembly, rejecting its bid to overturn a default judgment. The THA must now pay $18.3 million to Nasvik Contractors Limited for breach of contract. Justice Ricky Rahim found that the THA had no valid defense and acted, quote, carelessly and, quote, recklessly after learning about the judgment. Nasvik sued the THA in December 2023 for non-payment on completed construction work, and despite receiving certificates, no payments were made. The THA failed to file a defense, resulting in the default judgment in February 2024. Rahim criticized the THA's slow response, noting that delays and excuses led to the judgment being upheld. He also pointed out that the THA had already made a partial payment, undermining its argument. With the court's decision, the THA must pay the full sum and cover Navik's legal costs. Well, Attorney at Law Carrie Marcel, representing PNM Senator Ansel Dennis, has dismissed a defamation claim brought against Dennis by the Secretary of Education, Research and Technology, Zorisha Hackett. In a legal response dated March 12, 2025, Dennis's attorney refuted allegations made in a pre-action protocol letter issued by Hackett's attorneys in February. The dispute stems from statements made by Dennis, which Hackett claimed were defamatory under Trinidad and Tobago's laws. However, Dennis's attorney argued that the claim is legally baseless, lacks specificity, and fails to comply with legal requirements. While Hackett has yet to publicly respond to Dennis's legal stance, Dennis's attorney maintains that the senator's remarks were justified and not legally actionable. As such, they're urging Hackett to rescind her pre-action protocol letter and to settle legal costs incurred by Dennis. You're watching the Tobago Updates television news. Follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube at Tobago Updates. The weather report is up next.
Coconut's Cafe, the buffet restaurant that specializes in all your tasty local dishes for breakfast and for lunch. Breakfast includes coconut bake and sada roti, served with chokers, bull joil, and sausages in tomato sauce. Not forgetting beef and cheese pies, shepherd's pie, macaroni pie, and rice in various styles. Meat served in a variety of flavors, garden salads, and pasta salads. All this accompanied by fruit juices, coconut water, your choice of a great combination to appease your taste buds. So call us today to order, as we are here to accommodate your busy schedules or if you are having a cooking day off.
Want to get better? Where to start? What kind of exercise to do? What to eat? How to get restful sleep? Need a doctor to search for root cause? Look no further. Come to Majuba Hill Lifestyle Center Foundation at our Wellness Center in Goodwood, or Food Hub in Darrow Springs, Scarborough, or Doctor's Office in Goodwood and Darrow Springs. Contact 49 Swift 4979 438.
Now for a look at the weather update from the TNT Met Office. Tonight is expected to be mostly fair and cool, apart from the odd brisk shower. Tonight's temperature drops to 25 degrees Celsius. Tomorrow, generally hot and sunny, despite the chance of a few showery spells, mainly from the late afternoon period, expect a partly cloudy night, with showers mainly after midnight. Daytime temperatures are set to reach 31 degrees Celsius, with a heat index of 34 degrees Celsius. Seas are slight to moderate, with waves up to 1.5 meters in open waters and below 1 meter in sheltered areas. The sunrise is expected at 6:11 and sunset at 6:13. And that's how we end this evening's newscast. Here's a recap of our headlines. TNT nationals now required to have visas to enter the UK. The JSC highlights regular citizens to pay outstanding TNTech balances and not state agencies. And as we continue to celebrate women, THA Minority Councillor talks about her role model. I'm Patricia Nicholson-Richards, thanking you so much for joining us and wishing you a great night.